and this is the result right here. I did not realize that would work so well. Oh shit. What is going on, you guys? Andrew back with another video, and it's currently week 2 of my social distancing, not really self-quarantining because I still have to go to work, unfortunately. Not really self-quarantine, it's just social distancing. We're in week 2. Hopefully this ends soon because I'm running out of ideas. So if you guys saw my recent unboxing, my most recent unboxing, you would have seen the Nike by You, the Air Force One Air Shy that I created on Nike by You, which previously was Nike ID, and in that video I said that I wanted to talk about my previous Nike ID creations. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to take you guys along the timeline of my time as a sneakerhead. It'll take you back to almost the beginning of my time collecting sneakers, and you'll see like different inspirations I had, different eras, and you know, we're gonna just get right into it. I don't have much of a intro for this, we're just gonna get right into it. So the first Nike ID I ever created came in this black box. Now some of you, if you've been making Nike IDs for a long time, you would know this box, you would have recognized it. It's got all kinds of, you know, little imprints on the side there, but essentially it's a black Nike box, Nike ID on some of the panels, Nike ID on the top, and it kind of goes along with that simplistic styling that the most recent one has. So lid comes off the top, and on the inside of each of these boxes I have written somewhere my inspiration, the shoe, the year I made it, around the time. So this says Christmas 2004 KD4 Yeezy. So the Yeezy 2 was my inspiration for this particular KD4, and this is the only KD shoe I have in my collection. My favorite KD model, to be quite honest with you, is the KD4. So the Yeezy 2 Solar Red was my inspiration for this particular sneaker. Now, as you guys can see, you've got the KD4, obviously, like I mentioned. You've got the black upper with hits of what I wanted to be as close to the solar red color as possible. I believe this color was Fireberry. I don't exactly remember. I don't know if they still have that as an option anywhere. But on the bottoms, and these are dirty. I've tried everything to clean these. These are very, very hard to keep clean. The bottoms are a translucent green outsole. So, obviously if you know the Yeezy 2 Solar Red, it had a glow-in-the-dark outsole. It was, I believe, an AirTech Challenge 2 outsole, and it had the pink, almost solar red guts. So this is kind of where that inspiration came from, like I said. A couple details on this shoe in particular. It's too big for me. I bought the wrong size. At the time I was wearing sneakers that were just too big, and that was a problem I had for a little while. That's why I can't wear a lot of the old sneakers that I have collected over the years, because they just don't fit. It's just not my true size. And so let me know if anyone has ever experienced that before. Let me know if anyone's ever made that mistake in the past. I'm sure a lot of you guys have, and you just don't realize it yet. If you are young and in the sneaker game, get your true size, because you're going to thank yourself later. So a couple details about the shoe. Aside from the fact that they're too big, I used a very distinct pattern for the strap and some of the branding. This is the Year of the Dragon. So they had the Year of the Dragon detailing on the strap here as an option. And on the back heel, you've got the KD logo in gray, but you've also got a little bit of a dragon imprint there on the side. And then that same Fireberry swoosh on the medial side as well as the lateral side. You take the strap off, and the strap is what made me want to do a Yeezy Inspire, actually. So the strap across the laces reminded me of the Yeezy 2 having the strap across part of the laces, and that's where the idea came from, really. On the tongue, you've got the 35, KD's number, obviously, and on the inside of the strap, I wrote "Nobody Fresher," because at the time, I believe it was at the time, yeah, no, at the time, the song Click had came out with Kanye, Jay-Z, and Big Sean, and that was like one of the biggest songs of the year. So we were like, everybody was saying, ain't nobody fresher than my Click, and all that stuff. So I threw in the Nobody Fresher, because at the time it was like that Cruel Summer era of Kanye's music, which makes me a little bit nostalgic for high school, I'm not gonna lie, to kind of date myself a little bit. But on the insole there, you also have some more Year of the Dragon branding with the Nike swoosh. Nothing too crazy, though, about the pair. It's not one I wear anymore. Like I said, it's way too big. I wish it wasn't so big, but it is what it is, and you know, I hold on to this for nostalgic purposes. This is the first Nike ID I ever did. I think I had maybe like 6 pairs of shoes at the time. Now I have way too many. So getting right into the second Nike ID, this was Christmas 2013. So for Christmas every year I'd get myself a Nike ID, or at least for those 2 years I did, and then I never did it again. So very similar Nike ID box. They changed it at this time, so instead of the lid, it's now a flap open, and you kind of got a peek of what's in there. No special branding other than the black and white Nike branding, and NikeID.com was the website at the time. So you flip the box open, and on the inside you have Christmas 2013 Air Max 90 Eminem ID was my nickname for these at the time. And you guys know I'm a big fan of the Air Max 90. I talk about it on this channel a lot. I've been a fan of the Air Max 90 for a long time. Not to say that I've just been a fan of it for a long time. So the shoe right here, the Air Max 90 Eminem inspired colorway, was one I made on Nike ID, and I made a mistake with this one. But right out the gate, let me just get into my inspiration. It's obviously, if you didn't pick up on the fact, the nickname, the colors, it's the Eminem 4 Encore inspired colorway. So you've got blue all throughout the upper, hits of black on the swoosh and the branding, a gray wedge on the midsole there. You've got a silver tongue atop, and of course red laces. So the mistake I made is actually in the branding. It's something I can't really fix without taking the whole branding off. So right there you guys can see the Nike Air is in an infrared color. It's not actually red. So when I was making these, I was using an old laptop, a Toshiba laptop. I don't know if it was a laptop or what it was, but for some reason, when I was creating this colorway, I saw red was an option, solar or infrared was an option as well. Infrared at the time, I don't know what Nike was doing, but I'll show you the laces that originally came with this particular Air Max 90. So this is the color of the laces that came with the shoe. Side-by-side comparison, very, very different. Very different colorway would have been on this shoe had I gone with the infrared laces in the long run. So that was my mistake when I made this particular pair of shoes, but I just absolutely loved it. I used 3 different materials for the uppers. I used mesh for the toe box, suede for the toe cap and the side paneling up here, and then leather for the mudguard. And the materials are not great. It's Nike ID. When Nike ID was, well, 7 years ago, Nike ID materials were not that great. You really just did it to make a custom colorway that nobody else had. And to this day, I've never seen a colorway even come close to this one. I don't think it's all that great now that I'm looking back on it, but it's one that I really liked at the time. It's one I still like because it reminds me of an era where I was just so enthralled by these big ticket sneakers that I could never afford. So I was like, why not make something similar? And I used the Air Max 90 because Eminem is a big fan of the Air Max line as well. So that's where that inspiration came from. That's a 2013 Nike ID, and let's move on to the next one. So the next Nike ID came in August 2017. Now, they changed the box up again. And the difference here is that it's more of a matte finish on the black upper, and it's kind of dulled a little bit. I don't really know. It's a matte finish and a silver Nike branding all throughout. Very, very minimal branding as opposed to the other ones. You just have a silver swoosh on the top of the box and Nike ID on the side there in silver. So you open the box up. Like I said, this is 2017, and the notation I have in there is Air Mayer, Spirit Level, August 2017. If you remember 2017, John Mayer created a pair of Air Max 90s on Nike ID, and he nicknamed them the Air Mayers. So the Air Mayer was a gray on black on white Air Max 90, and it looked phenomenal. On the back of each shoe, it said Air Mayer. So on the back heel, you could have added branding. And I really wanted this pair, but it was not something I could get because it was a John Mayer release. I mean, it wasn't like an official collaboration with Nike, but it was something I couldn't get. So I thought, let me try Nike ID and see if it's at all possible, because there were rumors that he had bought every size available in these specific colors, so it wasn't an option to make on Nike ID anymore. That was something I kind of wanted to put to the test, so I did, and this is the result right here. I did not realize that would work so well. Oh shit. So as you guys can see, it's the same gray on gray on gray on black on Volt colorway as the Air Mayer Air Max 90. So this one is actually in my size, which is awesome. I could wear this one regularly. I still occasionally will wear it, just not very often. As you guys can see, you got like 50 shades of gray on this thing. Gray suede swoosh, leather paneling, mesh toe box, standard Air Max 90 stuff. You've got white laces, gray tongue, gray branding on the inside, and something all of them had, Nike ID on the insole, which I think is pretty awesome. You have the Volt in the Air unit, and on the back heel, you have the white Air Max patch. Now on the back of the Air Mayor pairs, it says Air on one shoe, Mayor on the other. And obviously it doesn't say it on this one because I just didn't want it. Now John Mayer nicknamed them the Spirit Levels. I went ahead and, took the moniker for this one as well. The other difference that could, clearly decipher between whether it's a Spirit Level by John Mayer or a Spirit Level by somebody else is the speckling on the midsoles. To get up close and personal, on the John Mayer pair you have white speckling. This one has Volt speckling. You guys could probably see it a little bit clearer there, but that was a difference that I decided at the last minute I wanted to change it up, throw Volt speckling on the midsole instead of the white speckling. And to be honest with you, that's the one regret I have with the shoe. It's not that, I didn't really like the colorway, because I really do like the colorway, and it's an Air Max 90 I can pull out and be like, hey, you probably don't have these. I mean, you could probably make them, but you probably don't have them. It's not making the shoe altogether, it's the fact that I went with Volt speckling. I would have liked to have white speckling, but I'm not gonna change it. It is what it is. It was a decision I made in the moment, and it's not something I can really change now unless I really wanted to go with like a fine tooth brush and just, it's so stupid. And it's not a shoe I wear very often, so it's not really necessary for me to put that much effort into it. That is the 2017 Air Max 90 Spirit Level inspired Nike ID. The bottoms are dirty. I didn't realize I hadn't cleaned that shoe. So I'm gonna add that to the list of things I'm gonna do while I'm social distancing. So if you watched my recent unboxing, you would know that I had 3 Nike IDs, and those were the 3. That's it, that's the 3. And now, all I have to do is make more Nike by Yeezy, and I can continue growing the collection. Obviously, if you guys haven't seen the video already, go ahead and check out the unboxing of the Nike by Drew, the Chicago Air Force One that I did. Like I said, inspired by the 80. Well, you know what? Go ahead and watch it. And that is actually where I'm going to wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Comment below what you guys think. Of course, subscribe for more content if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. I interact with everybody who comments in one way or another. I have been noticing there's been some guys who make their own sneaker videos that have found my channel or found one of my videos, and that's awesome. If you guys leave a comment, I'll check out your videos. Thank you for checking out mine. I really just do this because it's fun at the end of the day. Like, I enjoy talking about sneakers, and this is a great outlet to do it. There's always somebody out there who's willing to watch a video of some guy sitting in his basement talking about shoes. And if not, that's totally fine. I'm just gonna keep doing it anyway, and I hope you guys do too. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, subscribe for more content. Until next time, this is Andrew signing off. Peace.